What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? I just wanted to come on here real quick and talk to you all about breaking down the Stanley Cup craze by Katt William standards. Now, listen, I don't have one. Oh, let me get this off of here real quick. I don't have a cup, and I guess maybe I will one day have a cup, but I got this basic cup here. It's a reduced cup. Uh, and it's made in China. And if you probably look on your Stanley Cup, you probably got one too. That's probably made in China. So, three things that I want to leave with you here. I'm not gonna be here very long, but again, there's this cup craze. And if you haven't seen Katt Williams' interview with Shannon Sharp, go and look at it. Um, and there's a lot of controversy about that. But there's three takeaways that I want to share with you today that go with the Stanley Cup craze, that is just the same as Popeye's chicken. All right. But just so you know, what are some things that you need to know or realize according to the Stanley Cup craze, according to Katt Williams standards? The first thing is you got to know your worth. You have people that are standing in line waiting to get a cup, right? And again, look, I got a cup right here. It still works. It makes cold is cold, hot is hot, right? And it's only like maybe $10. If you can get it, get it. But you have to know your worth. Some people feel like again, that's $100 cup. They'll pay $100 for it, or they might find that 2 years now they're gonna find it at Goodwill, and somebody's gonna feel like that it's $10,000. But at the end of the day, you have to know your worth, regardless if somebody's gonna wait in line for you or not. Know your worth. All right. And the second thing is don't take shortcuts. Now Katt Williams said some people took the shortcuts on the things that they have done in life. But you know what? I think what he was trying to say too is don't take shortcuts in life, you all. I mean, really. I mean, I would know some people would try to get about 30 of these Stanley Cups and go try to sell them on the black market for a quick buck, right? But again, in 2 months or 3 months, nobody is really going to, it's going to be gone, right? I mean, I saw a TikTok video the other day, and the guy had a Yeti cup. He had one of these other cups, and then he had a few other ones. That again we just put them in the back of our kitchen cabinet, and they just become souvenir pieces, right? So again, don't take shortcuts, y'all. If that's going to inspire you this year to drink more water, okay. But you could have bought a whole lot of water with that purchase of any kind of cup. But again, that'll keep it cool, keep it warm, whatnot. Just buy a cup, drink some water, and keep going. And finally, you all just be transparent. I think for some people there, it's a sign, it's a symbol that oh man, y'all, I was the first one to get a cup. And we don't really know that, man. We consumers. We are consumers. We really are. But you really just got to just slow, take the brakes off, be transparent. Again, if you look under your cup, y'all, I know you probably can't see that, but this cup right here was made in China. And I went on the website, and Stanley Cups are made in China and Brazil. So it's made in the same, manufactured in the same location as all the rest of these cups. And guess what? They just went ahead and branded this one Reduce. They're going to brand that one a Stanley Cup. They're going to brand the next one Yeti, and so forth and so forth and so on, right? So really, at the end of the day, they all do the same thing. This is a stapler. A stapler staples papers. It does the same thing. Now, this is one I can find at the dollar store, but you can find one that's $50. Now, granted, it may have a couple more bells and whistles, but at the end of the day, what does this thing do? It staples papers. So, and again, in all the hype that we have to go through, those three things, just go look, know your worth. You're worth more than a cup. Okay. You are. You have to also know, don't take shortcuts. There's no way. Surely somebody's gonna say you can make it big and make it quick in life. But the microwave society that we live in, at the end of the day, the ones who are very persistent, consistent, and do things over a long period of time are going to get the most bang for the buck, right? That's why they call it investments. You gotta invest for the long haul. If you try to do this penny stock, short stock, you're gonna lose a lot of money. There's a lot of risk to it, and you might get some in the front, but in the end, you might not make it. And again, in the end, you all just be transparent. I mean, come on, at the end of the day, it's a cup. So just be honest with yourself. Do you really need it? Do you need to spend $50 on a cup, or should you just go ahead and spend, $2 on another cup to get some right now? I am going to tell you, since this is Wednesday, I like to do lovely health tips. Y'all, you don't need this right here. All right. You really don't. Just get you another cup and drink out of it. I would tell you to, if you go and get some water, to don't drink out of plastic. Okay, there's this thing called forever chemicals that are being developed, and it's having a hard time on your system. So it's important for you to go ahead and do that. Now, one thing that I have learned to do is take these enzymes. Now, I don't care about the brand, but enzymes are really good because sometimes we don't break down our food. We are so quick to eat real fast that we don't break down our food. So if your food can't break down properly in your body, then it can't absorb the nutrients and the minerals that it needs in order to sustain life. So, hey, you got to know your worth. Let me go back here. You got to know your worth, right? So when we in this fast-paced society we in, slow down. Eat your food. You know what? Science actually tells us you should actually chew your food 20 times before you swallow. Now, put it in the comments. How many of us actually chew our food 20 times? That's just with one bite before you swallow your food. I doubt nobody does. Sometimes if you look at the major pain style, you just and you done. And then you get a stomach ache later on. Well, A, your food hasn't been properly digested. So you have to make sure again. But slow down and even chew your food a little bit slower. If you do, get some enzymes so that you can actually break down your food a little bit better. And then again, it's going to absorb the nutrients and things that you need in order to make it right in life. Okay. So again, don't take shortcuts in life, you all. I mean, if you get in an argument with somebody or if you get frustrated with somebody, you all don't try to connive on someone. Actually, go get it right. Sometimes it's just a misunderstanding, right? Don't take shortcuts in life, because again, at the end of the day, it's going to be better for you if you actually just do what you have to do, right? And then the last thing is just be transparent. Now, regardless if you believe about what Katt Williams said, I don't think that he probably too much care with the Stanley Cups. He probably got about 50 of them. He probably selling them too in the back of his trunk. All right, just so he can get a little bit more money. I'm sure he got some money from Shannon Sharp's interview since they're about 41 million views. And if you take all of that Google AdSense money, then you'll probably see that he probably got a good paid pretty well. But you all take some of that advice from him. I mean, even he was honest, even though you might not agree with what he said, he was honest. And how many of us could say that we're honest with people or we're honest with ourselves? Sometimes we're not. That's number 3, right? Be transparent. Just be transparent and do what you have to do in order to win in this life. Love you all. Again, this is day 10. So this is kind of like the day where everybody's like, hey, I'm done. I am not doing anything else with my goals. But if you have started January 1st and said, I'm going to do something with my New Year's resolution and your goals, hey, take it easy. You all be transparent with yourself. So this is the day when most people just quit, right? This is the day when most people just say, I'm done and I don't want to do it anymore. But if you didn't write your goals down, I'm going to encourage you to write your goals down and then you need to start tracking them. All right. So this is again, we have to be transparent with yourself. Day 10, January 10th, let's be transparent with ourselves. Have you caught up with your goals? Have you stayed consistent or stayed the course with what you're supposed to be doing? And if you haven't, then that's fine. Be honest with yourself and say, you know what? I can't take a shortcut. Look, now I'm transferring this on to regular life. You can't take a shortcut in life. If you're trying to lose weight, if you're trying to go to the gym more, you actually have to do that, right? Denzel Washington said it best. You know what he does? Now he puts his shoes underneath his bed so he can start on his knees. Man, come on. I'm saying that to somebody. So if you say I'm gonna get up this year, I'm gonna start praying more. Maybe you need to put your shoes way underneath your bed so you can start on your knees and then get your good prayer in and then keep going. But don't take shortcuts because there's no way to be able to shortcut in life. You have to go ahead. And that's why first you have to know your worth. If you start off January 1st and you said, I know my worth, then when it gets to the I can't take a shortcut, you're not going to take a shortcut because you are going to continue in for the long haul. And then again, you get to the January 10th and it's like, I'm just not doing it. That's okay. Double back, say, you know what, let me retool some of the stuff and then keep going. So again, this is January 10th. Retool, refocus, and get back in there. Stay the course so that the rest of the year, the rest of the month, you can make it. Love you all. Hope you have a great evening, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.